should you, as a guest, pay for a copy of the interview? Hi, this is Tom Schwab with Interview Valet. And the other day, this is the question I got from somebody. They were a guest on a show and the host came back and said, I'll give you a copy of the recording along with permission to use it for $200. And they asked, should I do that? Now, I want to say I am a free market capitalist. I'm not saying you should or you shouldn't. That's a personal decision on the value it brings to you. The question I want to ask is, do you need to? And let's unpack that a little bit. First of all, does the host have the right to do that? Yes, right? It's copyrighted material. So once they record it and add value to it, that could be editing, could be putting it up on their site. It could be putting the intro, the outro on it. That's copyrighted material. You should never use that without the permission of the owner of the copyright. Now, the question though is, do hosts sell those? To me, it's very rare. Now, I understand podcasts are trying to make money and I applaud them for that, but I'm not sure if this is the right way to do it. You know, I can think back on Pat Flynn, and I think it was about 2016, 2017. I remember asking him this question at the stage of Podcast Movement. I said, would you let a guest use an interview on their site to repurpose it? And I remember what he said. He said, I don't care where people hear me, just so long as they hear me. So why are they selling it to you? Is there some value to it? The other question too is, if you really want a copy of it, record it yourself. That's a great thing you can do as a guest. I routinely do that as a backup copy. It can be a great value to the host to just say, hey, I'm going to record this on my side too, just in case something happens with yours. Now, I've been a guest on over 1,200 podcast interviews, and probably less than 5 times the host has emailed me and said, oh my gosh, I forgot to hit record, or there was a problem with it. Can I get that copy? When you do that, you look like a hero. The other nice thing about recording it on your end is that if you want to repurpose this content, if you want to make social media out of it, if you want to make audiograms out of it, you've got that before they even post it. Now, I would say I would never let that out before the host actually releases it, but it can be an easy way so that you can promote it on social media once the interview goes live. Now, this is a legal matter, right? So I'm not a lawyer. I didn't even stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night. What I'm hearing, it comes from a lot from Gordon Firemark. And if you have any questions, I highly, highly, highly suggest that you go over to his site. You see, Gordon is a intellectual property attorney. He's an entertainment lawyer out in California, and he knows this backwards and forwards. He's spoken at all of the big conferences. He even has a free download for a guest waiver or a guest agreement. Now, some hosts do this and they just say, hey, this is what you're agreeing to. This is how we can use it. All the rest of that. I would say right now, probably less than 5% of the podcasts I've been on have asked me to sign something like that. I've read them over. I've never had a problem with any of those, but definitely look at that and just say, if you get approached on that, I would ask yourself, one, do I need it? The other thing is, does it bring me value? And then the third thing is, well, why are they doing this? All important questions there. There's no yes or no answer, but I think the more you know the history behind it, the better you are as a guest and a host to answer this question.